The door of the salon swung open, and the first customer of the day drifted in and over to the reception. "Hello, I'm Francine. I've a hair appointment for 9. "I'll be out in a sec," cried a voice from behind the kelp curtains that hung from the door. "Take a seat in one of the chairs. Any will do." Francine settled into a chair. She looked in the mirror and ran her fingers through her hair. She noticed the pictures around the mirror of pretty faces with amazing hair. Some showed squids with beautiful colored eyes. Another showed a hammerhead shark wearing a very bold shade of lipstick. Or was it blood? It's very hard to tell with sharks. They were all stunning shots of the most exotic beauties the sea had to offer. "Gorgeous, aren't they?" said the hairdresser, swimming over to the chair. "They're all satisfied customers of mine. Now what can I do for you? Choppy bob? Light perm? Weedy sea dragon?" she asked. "Or do you have a specific hairstyle in mind?" "What can you do about this?" asked Francine, pointing to the long, dark locks of her hair floating around her face. Mused the hairdresser. "I'm not sure what the problem is." "My hair is floating all over the place," explained Francine. "Can you do anything about it?" The hairdresser flexed her silverfish tail and swam to the side of the chair. "That, my dear, is the problem with being a mermaid. Living underwater, our hair is at the mercy of the currents. It will follow the flow of the water. But if you want a hairstyle that will stay in position, can I recommend hermit crabs?" She opened a box and showed Francine the contents. "Shells!" exclaimed Francine. "I love shells!" Inside the box were dozens of beautifully colored spiral shells. The hairdresser picked one up and placed it on the palm of Francine's hand. 2 tiny eyes on stalks popped out of the shell. This was followed by a pair of miniature pincers, then some tiny legs. A hermit crab. A handful of these beautiful beasts, holding your hair in place, will ensure your do withstands the roughest of seas, explained the hairdresser. It didn't take long for the hairdresser to sculpt Francine's locks into a beautiful comb that sat nicely on top of her head, held firmly in place by hermit crabs. "I love this," exclaimed Francine. "Thanks to these hermit crabs, not a hair is out of place." Francine paid the hairdresser, left the salon, and headed to the beach, looking forward to spending the afternoon lazing on the beach. The sun was warm and the sand was soft, but something didn't feel right about the beach. Looking around, Francine realized she was being watched by a flock of seagulls, and it didn't take them long to pick up the courage to flap over to Francine and start pecking at her hair. "This isn't the relaxing afternoon I was hoping for at all," cried Francine, fending off the birds. "They want to eat the hermit crabs in my hair." And with that, she dove back between the waves and headed back to the salon. "Oh, you're back," smiled the hairdresser. "What's up?" "I love shells and hate it when my hair flows all over the place," explained Francine. "But I like lying on the beach, and I can't because the seagulls want to eat the crabs that hold my hairstyle together. Can you help me?" "You know I can," chuckled the hairdresser, placing a giant clamshell on Francine's head. "What do you think?" "I love it," said Francine, admiring the big pink shell in the mirror. "What do you call this?" "It's a shellmet," replied the hairdresser. "There's no way the gulls will bother your hairstyle when you're wearing this on the beach." And she was right. Francine spent a very enjoyable afternoon on the beach, and beneath her shellmet, her hair remained impeccable.